Did you steal my bong? Oh, shit. Oh. Hi. Okay, so today we're going to review 2 movies in one video. We'll start with Triple X. It sucks. Alright, now let's go on to the good one. A film that was 25 years in the making, Martin Scorsese's Silence is the story of 2 Jesuit priests who traveled to Japan with the intentions of spreading the Catholic faith, and also locating their missing mentor, Father Ferreira, who has renounced his Christian faith after being tortured by the Japanese government. The film is a tough watch, both in length and imagery. The deaths are unimaginably cruel, but straightforward. There are no philosophical diatribes or music cues to signify an inevitable death. There are no heroes or villains in Silence, only conflicting ideologies. Religion now and always has been used as a political tool, and these 2 traveling Jesuit priests are completely ignorant to their political identities. They can only see themselves as servants to their Lord. Scorsese never mentions the political implications of spreading the Catholic faith, how Japan was only a few decades removed from the Shimbara Rebellion, which led to the prohibition of Christianity. The hidden Christians that Garfield and Driver encounter are hunted down and persecuted by a man called the Inquisitor. For the Inquisitor, it's not personal, it's business. He tells Garfield that Japan is a swamp, nothing new can grow here. Garfield responds saying that nothing can grow because the seeds have not been allowed to grow. It has been described by Scorsese as a passion project, and while the film itself is based on the historical fiction novel of the same name, Silence, in essence, is an introspection of Scorsese's own faith. Living now as an adult in a secular society, and being raised artistically by an industry that is known for its atheism, Scorsese has been open about his faith and his own personal obsession with spirituality. Alright, so I'm going to throw it to the panel here.
You know what? I'm just going to let you take care of this one.
You sure?
Yeah, it's okay. I have some monkey business to attend to anyway.
So, wait, you're not a teddy bear?
Nope.
Shit, I thought you was Ted this whole time.
What are you doing here? You fell asleep during the movie.
I thought I could freelance this one.
Absolutely not.
Come on.
No, get out of here.
All right.
All right, let's go, Stu. It's obvious we're not wanted here.
You said at the beginning you wanted to leave.
Whatever, man. You've really changed since those Westworld videos got popular.
What are you talking about?
Don't forget who wrote those in the first place.
I wrote them.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, but who told you to watch the show?
I watched it on my own. Anything else?
How about this? Yeah, suck on that, blue boy.
Alright, so, you okay?
Me?
We're good to go?
Yeah, I just overreacted there for a second.
No, it's fine.
Nah, just you get all the comments, everyone loves you, and I just,
Alright, so Martin Scorsese's Silence movie. A lot of people associate Martin Scorsese with the gangster movies, The Departed, Goodfellas, Mean Streets. Have any of you seen The Last Temptation of Christ? Okay. Well, we all saw this one. Now, this is obviously... It's a heavy movie. It's a big movie. It's an epic historical drama. What were your thoughts on this one?
long. Nah.
Very, very long.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought it's beautifully directed. It looks amazing. The story does drag at times. It is a very long movie. It's a very different feel from previous Scorsese movies, which I do like.
What was his last movie? The Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes.
Yeah, very different movie.
I would say so.
Stu, what'd you think about this movie?
First off, I just want to say I'm very disappointed in my movie watching performance. I did sleep on sleep on this movie literally, and the popcorn was good. The cinematography, from what I saw, looked decent. As far as like storytelling goes, I'm not really sure. I just know what I've been told by the bros, and little scenes that I woke up to that caught my attention, like the one where the guy's head got chopped off, and that was really intriguing.
All right, stop talking.
And
You saw like 10 minutes of the movie. The cinematography was good from the first 5 minutes I saw in the
You saw none of mainland Japan. You saw none of the natural beauty and the natural sets of this movie, but the cinematography that you saw was all right. Yeah, because you saw none of the good stuff.
I mean, they were outside for one moment, and where they got spotted.
When they went outside of that church with Mance Raider.
Yeah, it was like a low-key intimate scene where they just got a
It
fresh...
was a low-key intimate scene.
Eyes.
That's your out of all the scenes in this movie, out of all the gut-wrenching, horrific scenes. No, I mean, these are two characters that they're going to Japan in a time where Japan says, listen, Catholicism, we don't want to deal with this anymore. We're going to just kill all of you if you are a Christian. And it's testing their faith because they found out that their mentor has renounced his faith in order to survive. And that's the question that they're pondering throughout the movie. I felt this movie could have been cut by like an hour or so.
Yeah, definitely. Very grueling movie, not just what's on his screen, but mostly psychological as far as Andrew Garfield's character as opposed to Liam Neeson's. He was more psychological. And you see how little by little he starts to break down, gains faith. Immediately comes back down when he looks into the river and sees the reflection of Jesus instead. He gets overwhelmed with joy. God is finally talking back to him in a way, and then literally a second later, you just see
Yeah, he gets that guy, the character,
right behind
Zichiro.
him.
And Zichiro just kept selling him out.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Father, forgive me. Every time he confessed and got forgiveness, he would just turn around and sell him out. He's like, hey, Zichiro, you want a new boat?
You think it was meant to be like a little like funny or
No,
nothing
it
about
was
the movie
fun.
was
I think
funny.
it was, well, Zichiro and Garfield's character, they were both the two most interesting characters because, like you said, Garfield kept going back and forth. He would have his faith, then he would get it stripped away from him. And that was the internal conflict of his character. If I'm praying to God, if I'm trying to get an answer for my suffering, and all I hear is silence. It's a question that I think many people ask today, still. People who are religious, who believe in God, who believe in a higher power. But it's not a question worth pondering over 3 hours. But going back to the character of Zichiro for a second, I think what made him so interesting is that he never had any resistance to renouncing his faith in public. But immediately after, he would regret this decision. He would be filled with remorse, and he would beg Father Rodriguez for forgiveness. And, you know, this is the dilemma of living in 17th century Japan as a Christian. When do you put your faith aside to account for your own life? Obviously, in the modern day, it's not to that extreme of when you're questioning your own faith, but this was the position that this character was in, and it's devastating, almost. Like you said, he becomes almost a comic relief of the movie.
It was cool, though. I enjoyed the seats and the nap and the popcorn and the soda and the scenes that I woke up to that caught my attention.
The samurai scene, when he got his head chopped off.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, spoilers.
I seen a scene when he was reflecting on himself and he was in the water and his face changed. I was wondering what the fuck was going on at that point.
That's a painting by El Greco.
Of him staring in the water?
Yeah, that's a painting of Jesus by the artist El Greco. It's a Spanish artist.
Well, fuck that nigga.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I mean,
Why are you taking shots at El Greco? What did he ever do to you? He's a very influential artist.
Oh, I thought he was taking shots at Jesus.
Oh no, no.
Oh my God, were you?
No,
Did
not
you just
not
take
his
a
art.
shot at Jesus?
Not his art. I might have.
So what do you give the movie out of 10?
I give it a 7 as well.
Yeah, give it a 7.
Yeah.
You know what? To tell you the truth, the only real problem I had with it is that it became repetitive. It's not a movie that I'll ever watch again, but I'll give it a 9 out of 10 because I thought it was really well done.
You would give it a 9. That's such a.
So overall, we're sitting at like a 8.5. But that
if
gave me a 7.
if we factor in your 20 minutes for 7, that's a lot of math.
But a 7 for me is good. I mean, I also gave Central Intelligence a 7, but you seriously, like, when you were sitting there, you were like, "Wow, I'm enjoying this."
I did enjoy it.
This is entertaining to me.
Yeah, I thought
it should have ended. I thought it was gonna end, and I would have loved it. I would have gave it a 10 out of 10.
that's okay.
If at the end when Liam Neeson's there, Liam Neeson puts down the Jesus, and it's cuts right before he steps on it. Before Garfield steps on it, they should have cut right before he stepped on it.
Now I'm pissed.
I would have loved it.
Pissed.
Tell me I'm not the best.
Just in general, give me compliments, please. My fragile ego.